cheap electronics and monitors and things like that. So today while I was there, I noticed clearanced half off, which came out to about $6. This brand new in box vintage video telephone intercom thing, which I thought was interesting. But what caught my eye is when I was looking at it, I'll switch the camera here. The device itself had a vertical hold control. You know what that means? It means it's got a CRT comparable to the ones that you would find like in a Sony Watchman or something like that. And so I wasn't sure if it was color, but based on the thickness of the device, right, it's not a picture tube in the sense that it goes back. It's the type that scans and projects across the phosphor. So the output is this way, and then it scans across that phosphor screen. So it has a remote unit here. There's like a faceplate. It's all actually really well made. I'm sure this was expensive back when it was new, but it's got a weatherproof box to mount it and this hard metallic cover with it, make it weatherproof. But I thought it was interesting because they claim it's wireless, which it's not. Obviously, it's wired, but it's pretty simple. I think they are doing RF, just RF over wires. And when I checked this, it's got 9 volts on these pins. You know, there's plus 9 volts ground, and then I assume these are the signal for audio and telephones. I'm not sure what the coding scheme is, what they use to actually send the signals, but it's pretty stable. It's got a decent image, so I bought it mostly just for the CRT as something to play with. But I thought I'd give you a look at it. Turn it on here. See, it's got standby power, and when you measure it, all the time it's got 9 volts on the camera module. Thereabouts. This meter's not super well calibrated. It's 9 volts. There's a door release button that can actuate like a magnetic door latch. When you hit that, it sends 12 volts across these 2 wires. So you could have 9 volts continuous power for the camera, but then whenever you need to unlatch something, you could have it, hit like a magnetic actuator or a relay or something like that to switch a higher power source. So anyway, I'll give you a demonstration of it. The way it's supposed to work is your outside visitor just pushes the button and it rings the doorbell. And look, so CRT wakes up quickly. It's hard to see. I'm sure there'll be scan lines, but there's the camera. And it's pretty stable, and it's got IR illumination on it. And being a CMOS device, it's probably IR sensitive, meaning this will probably work in extremely low light or night conditions. But I thought that was pretty neat. I apologize for the scan lines. But the camera's sharp. That's like full, NTSC frame rate. There's no dropout, no lag. Super stable. There's a little 60 cycle hum. I thought that was pretty cool. And if you pick up the handset after somebody rings the doorbell, and you can talk to them and it'll come through, and vice versa. So I thought that was pretty fascinating. And if you want to monitor the door, you can hit this door button. And they won't hear anything, but it'll light up the camera so that you can see. So the marketing was interesting too on the box. It talks about in this day and age, you should never open your door without knowing who's there. Like this was made in probably the 90s or early 2000s. So I don't think it's that bad, but interesting device nonetheless. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you later.